Hi, my name is Jada, also known as RebGC, and today I'm back with a second video for the first time ever because y'all know I only upload once a week, if I'm busy, things like that. So, I had to get my thoughts together, hold on. Okay, so today I wanted to do two videos because as some of y'all know, I was on vacation and I just didn't feel like uploading because I was trying to get ready for vacation. Then plus I came back and I was trying to adjust to life back, like being home, and it just was not the same as I thought it would be. So I'm still in the vacation mindset a little bit, but I wanted to come to you today with two videos to make up for the time that I've lost and the time that I haven't been on YouTube. And for the second video, I want to talk about mental health because mental health is real and I feel like people just don't talk about it enough. So I posted on my Instagram. I'm gonna read it word from word because I just want to get everything right. And I posted that I was gonna have two videos today, and the second video, which is this video, it's story time about my mental health challenges and how I deal with them. And I also said, for those who don't know, I've been dealing with depression and suicidal tendencies my whole life, and then learning I have bipolar disorder. I don't want sympathy, I just want to spread awareness. So I posted that on my Instagram today, and it's literally a true statement. I really don't want people to feel bad for me because I don't feel bad for myself. I just feel like it's something that you can grow from, and like you not learn from per se, because mental health it's kind of a tricky thing because there's so many different things that people can suffer from that are considered mental issues. For me, like depression, that is something that people consider mental issues. So is bipolar disorder, and suicidal things like that. Let's start off with my depression. So my depression started when I was in middle school, and my granny had just passed away. And for those who don't know me personally and know me most of my life during that time back then, me and my granny were very close. I did not talk to my actual, like my mother's mother. I did not talk to her, my grandma. And I did not talk to my mother. I did not talk to my sister. I didn't talk to nobody. I only talked to my granny. She was like my best friend, mother. She was my everything. Like if I was at home, I'll just be thinking about wanting to be with my granny. And I spent like weekends with her. During the summer, I spent my summers with her. Any chance I got to be with her, I would be with her. So she was sick, and of course, as a child, your parents and family members don't tell you that because they don't know how it's going to affect you because you're so young. So I remember when she passed, because when she passed, it was like I had went to school. This is how everything happened. I went to school that day and I didn't have a good feeling because I had just saw her that weekend a couple days before. And like the last thing I said to her was, "I'll see you next time, Granny," because I was planning on coming back seeing her again the following weekend. So I was like, "I'll see you later, Granny." And I left. My dad took me home. And I was like 11, 12 at the time. So that gives you an age frame. So I came home, like 2 days. I think maybe it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure what day of the week it was. But I remember coming home. I didn't have a good feeling coming home. So I'm just like, why do I feel this way? Walking to my door. Like it just didn't feel like a regular day for me. So I walk into my house. And my mom's on the couch, my sister's on the couch. I don't know where my brother was, but my mom and sister was on the couch, and they have like these really sad looks on their face. And I'm just like, what is going on? Like, is this a prank or something? Like, what is going on right now? So my mom, she was like, I have something to tell you. And I'm just like, okay. And so I just dropped my little book bag on the ground, and I'm walking in the living room so I can figure out what's going on. And then all of a sudden my sister, she busts out, she was like, "Jada, your granny's dead!" And I'm like it's a whole moment. And like from that moment, like I felt like my whole life was over from that point, because she was basically all I knew to like a point. Like my family was involved. I just didn't want to be with my family. I wanted to be with my granny all the time. So it was kind of hard to adjust without her. And like I said, from that moment, I just felt like everything in my life was completely over. And like I didn't go to school for a couple days. Like I just could not deal with life. Like I wouldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I just cried to the point my eyes were swollen. And like I wouldn't even drink anything. I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to move, I didn't want to talk to anybody. Like, it was just terrible. So from that moment on, that's when I first experienced, well, when my depression first started. And then as years went on, it kind of was like a back and forth thing. It was kind of unpredictable at times. Like, it would come and go, like an up and down type thing. But depression also runs in my family, so it ain't like it isn't like I was the only one suffering from it. It was like everybody thing. Not everybody was at the same time, but it kind of helped for trying to figure out how do you deal with it, since a lot of other people deal with it too in my family. So it's like back and forth throughout the years. That's what I dealt with. So that started in middle school. It was like, that had to be like 6th grade. It had to be like 6th grade. So, or 6th or 7th. I think it was 6th or 7th, y'all. I don't know for sure. It's been a long time. This was back in 2012. My grandma died in 2012. So, 2012. Whatever grade I'm in 2012. I think it's 6th grade. I'm not sure, y'all. But also in middle school, like, dealing with that depression and things like that. I started having suicidal thoughts, like it was a ongoing thing, and I didn't want to tell anybody because I didn't want anybody to think less of me. And then with that, like, I actually I didn't try, but I did self-harm. I started cutting myself, purposely hurting myself, just to get some type of satisfaction and feel something. And the thing that I did wrong, which I wish I would have did when it started, was went to a parent. When everything started, it was kind of a me thing. I didn't want anybody to know. I was cutting myself before school, after school. I think, like, during my shower, trying to get dressed in the morning, trying to go to bed at night. Like, it was a constant thing that I just kept doing to myself, thinking it would make me feel good. And I feel like that's what a lot of people do now when they, like, self-harm themselves, because you think it's going to make you feel good. And for me, it made me feel good for like a second, but then it went away. It's only a temporary fix. So as time went on, I had a couple friends at the time in school that I told about. Well, I didn't really tell them. I wrote it down about it in a journal or whatever. And then I had like a couple friends that told about it. Like, I gave them the journal to read so they would know about it, because I didn't want to say it out of my mouth. So I had a friend. I don't think they care if I use their names. So, because this was middle school, like, a lot of people are named the same thing. So, y'all, I don't know if y'all gonna know who I'm talking about in that unless you actually went to school with me at the time. So, it was a girl named Tanaya. She was, she tried to help me and support me, things like that, because she said she went through the same thing. And keep in mind, we're kids, we're in middle school, just to think that this is happening to kids that young. And nowadays, it's kids that's killing themselves that are younger than that. It just says a lot about society. So I told her about it. She read the book, and I like shed a tear or whatever, because I'm a person who doesn't cry like that. So I cried to her for a little bit. She tried to help me out, but she never, like, she just said she went through it too, and like that was that. We got along because of that. It was something we had in common, was self-harm. So another day, I was in class, well, a different class or whatever. I don't remember what class it was, and Passion, a girl named Passion, who I was cool with at the time, she saw it. Like, I don't know if I rolled up my sleeve or what, but she saw it, and she was like, why are you doing this to yourself? And she just, like, she wasn't loud with it, but she was loud talking to me. She's like, why are you doing this to yourself? It's not gonna fix anything. You're hurting yourself, and you're messing up, like, your appearance, basically. And I understood that, and then she made me promise to not do it anymore. I'm a person who doesn't break promises. So from that moment on, I stopped cutting myself, but I still wanted to feel some type of satisfaction in my life. So still growing up, besides that, I tried the want to kill myself thing, and not thing, but like, that's just, I had, like, the thoughts just kept coming back, because since I wasn't doing anything to take away that temporary pain for those little moments, it's like it just kept haunting me, like, always in the back of my head, just kill yourself. Like, I'll be trying to iron clothes, and it'll be like, put the iron on your face, or burn yourself, or trying to walk down the steps and be like, throw yourself down the steps, things like that. Or trying to put your belt on, like, trying to get rid of school and be like, choke yourself out with the belt, things like that. or you trying to fix yourself some food, and you're like, you have a knife and you're trying to like cut an apple or something, and you like slit your throat, slit your wrist, things like that. And it's things like not a lot of people understand. Like, people who don't go through this don't understand, and that's totally okay. But the thing is, you can't beat people up for the things that they go through that you don't understand. So like, I don't know, but it's like the people who haven't been through it think that if they find two people who've done the same thing, they do it for the same reasons, and they try to bring them together and try to make them friends and stuff like that. It doesn't work like that. People do things for different reasons. Me, I feel like everything was connected together as far as the passing of my grandma, and then, you know, anger and frustration towards that. And just trying to figure things out as a kid. Like, why did this happen to her? Why couldn't it be somebody else? Things like that. I'm sorry, y'all, if it sound like I'm about to cry, because I feel like I am. Because this is something that's very important to me that people just don't understand. And that's why I chose to talk about it today. I don't cry, so this is really hard for me. So, even till recent years, it still follows me from time, and I get it time to time. But it's like I love myself enough now that I won't hurt myself anymore, or choose to keep laying in a bed when I'm depressed and not eat and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, it's only hurting me. And only hurting me physically and emotionally. It hurts other people to see it, like family members and things, but it's not the same, and when you're the person going through it. So again, with that, as far as me learning about my bipolar disorder, I learned about it last year, I would say. And I'm not gonna say how I learned it, whatever, but I will say it was a genetic thing. Ooh, eyes watering, y'all. I will say it's a genetic thing. I'm not the only one with it in my family. It's multiple people that have it. I'm trying to swallow. And it's signs. There are signs there that people in my family saw but chose to deny. And that's why it took so long for, you know, other people to get diagnosed, in order to let other people know maybe this is the way you're acting because of this, and like things like that. So I feel like learning about that last year, it helped me really piece things together. Because people have this misconception about bipolar that it's something cute and it's a trend on Instagram and Twitter, things like that. It's not like it's kind of like the memes, but it's not like the memes at all at the same time. Like, having bipolar disorder and being in a relationship with somebody at times does get very hard. Because like my boyfriend, he'll be like, well, what is wrong with you today? Like, I don't understand why you're acting like this. And the sad part is, I don't know why I'm acting like that either. So it doesn't help either of us figure out what's going on. And it's just very hard, because sometimes he gets frustrated. And so do I. Like, because it's like, I don't mean to act like that, but sometimes it's hard to control your actions. But for the most part, like, I can deal with it and I can control it for the most part. But I do have my days where it does take over and I have no control over it. And don't get me, like, the thing is, not everybody's bipolar is the same. Bipolar is, it's like a word, but it's different variations of, like, everybody's bipolar is different. So it's like, mine, sometimes I don't even know what's wrong with me, and I act out things like that, and I don't know why. It says somebody else bipolar is they're impulsive. Their bipolar has to do with being very impulsive and always making up excuse to what's the word I'm looking for? Basically make what they're doing okay. Like, somebody say they're like compulsive buying, things like that. Like, say it's like, it's just somebody you know, and they're always buying something. You're like, you don't even have any money. Like, why are you always buying this stuff? Like, why are you coming in here with a pair of shoes and you don't even pay your bills? Like, I don't understand. And they're just like, well, I mean, they were on sale. It was on sale, so I got it. And then say they come in the next day. They say they bought a whole outfit. And you're like, why would you buy that outfit? And you couldn't even do everything else that you were supposed to do. Oh, well, it was on sale for like $3. So I bought it. And then it's like the person just doesn't understand. And they just keep coming at that person for like them just doing that. And it could be a sign of bipolar. And they don't even know, but they're not trying to understand why the person is doing what they're doing or try to seek for them to get any help. They're just assuming they just want to shop all day and not do what they have to do or take care of their responsibilities. And it's not even like that. Like, everybody's bipolar is different. Everybody's depression is different. Everybody's suicidal tendencies, things that they do to hurt themselves, is different. Everybody's situations are different. But the thing is, the people who don't suffer from it criticize the people who do. And that's what my problem is with society now. Because when I was going through what I was going through, like when I was younger in middle school, like, people weren't going through that. like a lot of people, I didn't see a lot of people cutting themselves or purposely hurting themselves. It wasn't no stories about people committing suicide then. So it's like, how could I understand something that there is no coverage about? It just left me in the dark. It made me feel like I was the only one going through it. And I felt like if somebody just would have came forward and a success story basically and said, it's gonna be okay, I'm gonna help you get through this, we're gonna make up some next steps so you can get better, then I felt like half of the things that I went through in my life wouldn't have happened if I just had that type of help. And don't say, oh, you could have went to therapy, da, 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 da. I did therapy. I went through a lot of therapists, and it still wasn't it, because those people are not going through that to help me with what I'm going through. And I feel like you can't help me with what I'm going through if you haven't even been through that. You can't relate to me. You're just giving me your advice on what you think I should do to make me better, but you don't even know the half. I don't feel like, I'm not knocking anybody who goes to therapists and they help them. That's just me, in my opinion. And as far as me now, like getting better and becoming an adult, next year I'll be 20 years old. So I have to, get ready for life on my own and things like that. So things that I've done now to help myself is I've started meditating, because I feel like it really helps clear your mind and visualize where you want to be in the future and help you work towards that. I've also, in order to keep track of my life, because sometimes with bipolar disorder, you get very distracted from things that you're supposed to do, and you tend to forget some stuff, it's like important dates and things like that. So I have two of the dry erase boards. One of them is a calendar, and I write down the whole entire month. I know some people get like the 2-month ones, but I like to go 1 month at a time. So I make sure I write everything out in there. Like, I write my doctor's appointments. If my mom has something right in there, like anything that my mom needs to do, I write on there. Anything I need to do, I write on there. Anything my grandma needs to do or her work schedule, I write it on there, so I can make sure I'm keeping track of everything and not forgetting anything. I write birthdays on there too. I write holidays. I write absolutely everything, to keep me on track for that month. And then my other dry erase board, I have my goals, my yearly goals, year by year, from 2019 all the way to 2025. So I look at my goals every day and be like, okay, what today can I do to get towards my goal? And that's just what I wake up and do every day. And I also write inspirational quotes on it right now. So right now on my board, I am the BBOD, which means bad B word on deck, period. And F, other people's opinions, because the only opinion that matters is yours, because you are the only one who can control your future. So that's what I have on there right now, and I change it periodically whenever I feel like, oh, I'm tired of that quote, I just want a new one to refresh my spirit or whatever. And as far as the depression and things, I just try to keep it's nothing you can really plan for the future, especially when you also have bipolar disorder. You just mainly have to take it one day at a time and just try to keep yourself as happy and positive as possible. So on top of that, I've cut off a whole bunch of people that were not beneficial in my life, and I do not talk to a whole bunch of people because they are not beneficial to my life and they do not do anything that would help me as far as mentally, physically, financially, all of that. If people don't help you like in those areas, then you need to cut them off, because at the end of the day, they're only dragging you down with them to whatever pit that they're in. The only people that you need around you are people that are going to encourage you and help you through those hard times, and just there to support you through anything and don't require anything in return. Because I hate a person that be like, oh, I did this for you, so now that you better, I need you to do this for me. No, that's not the way it works. If you have to support me, if you want to be my friend or something like that, you have to support me regardless. Like, whether I'm down or I'm up, it ain't if I do something for you, you do something for me. It's if you really want to do something for me, let that come from your heart. Don't just do it just so I can do something for you in the future. I don't like people like that. Do not come around me, because you're going to bring my spirit down. And my spirit has been up there through the roof since, like, I think this year is one of the best years that I've had as far as keeping myself positive and things like that. And also I picked up some new hobbies and things like that to keep myself preoccupied, so my mind doesn't have a lot of time to wander and then get back into those bad places. I like sewing. I've made 2 pocketbooks. I've also redone some of my old items that I made in the past, so they can look better now that I know how to sew better than I used to, like 2-3 years ago. I also like to wax. I can't sing, but I like to sing. With my boyfriend, I go with him. He makes music and things like that. So it just keeps me entertained and busy, so I don't have time to just sit and be all sad and things like that. In the morning, I don't sit in the bed anymore. I have to get up, get myself active, because then you just get lazy and then you can just get stuck in your thoughts, things like that. And I don't have time for that no more. I picked myself up from nothing with hardly any help, and I refuse to go back and being sad and depressing things. Bipolar is something that I cannot help. It's something that I have to live with the rest of my life. No, I'm not on medication on it, because I'm not that bad. And like I said, for the most part, I can control and contain myself. So it's not to the point that I need to be on medicine and be watched. So yeah, like for the most part, like I feel like I'm doing good, and I feel like those who want to share their story of suicide or depression or their mental illness, I feel like y'all should share this video. And first of all, you can DM me personally if you don't want anybody else to know, or you can comment in my comment section, because I feel like it is a really important topic to talk about, because I feel like those who go through it need to help each other, because keep seeing these news stories about young kids killing themselves or older kids killing themselves. I feel like it's ridiculous, because it's too many people out here going through the same thing. It's just they don't want to share their story and let other people know what they're going through, because they're afraid of being judged or ridiculed and things like that. But at this point in life, in 2019, honey, I feel like we need to be over that, because like I'm not one who really likes to take medicine and things like that, but if you're like to that point where it's uncontrollable, I feel like you do need to seek for professional help from somebody who has actually done their research and knows what they're talking about, and hopefully they can relate to you because they have a family member or something going through it. I feel like that would be better, because sometimes like I already know, like my mom tells me all the time, she's like, Jada, you can't help everybody. But the thing is, you can't help everybody, but you can at least help someone. Even helping one person still can change the world in some type of way. And yeah, I feel like, like that's basically how I feel and things like that. I'm not going to get into super detail about everything, because this video is already long. And I don't want y'all to be sitting all day watching my stuff, because I know y'all have other things to do to be productive and things like that. But let me just say this before I end this video. If you are going through something and you really need somebody to talk to, you can talk to me. Like, I have open ears. I've had great advice. I've been through a ton of things in my life that nobody knows about. And I feel like if you really need the help, just message me. And if I'm not able to help you, then I hope that you seek professional help, like I said, from somebody that hopefully has a family member going through it, so they can relate and they know what they're talking about. Because I feel like it's just too many things going on in this world for you to be the next person on the news or something like that, or the next ghetto picture with you in the clouds. I just don't want to see that anymore, because it is depressing and it does bring my spirit down when I see things like that, especially when the person is around my age or younger than me. And it really is sad, and it does bring me to tears. So I just had to get that off my chest and things like that, because a lot of people don't know that I suffer from bipolar disorder, or that I have suffered from depression and suicidal tendencies, which includes thoughts and almost committing suicide. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. And I just feel like just stop being scared, because the only person that's getting in the way of you is you. At the end of the day, you can only control where your future heads and where you want to be in life, and where not where you want to be, where you're going to be in life, and as far as future terms. And that's just it. Just comment, like, and subscribe. Like I said, if you need somebody to talk to me, give it up, things like that. I know I probably keep repeating myself, but I just want to like really spread it, because like I said, I don't want anybody to feel bad for me. I just want them to spread awareness. And that's just that. Because people go through things every day. Some people go through more things than others. But at the end of the day, everybody is equal in one way or another. So yeah, I'm going to end this video now. And my name is Jade, also known as the Real BGC. And tune in next week for more videos of me and whatever y'all choose for me to do.